how far you're living a fulfilled life. How is your relationship with your spouse? Introvert is someone who enjoys their own company much. Graphology is basically studying about your handwriting because it's not hand which is writing, it is handwriting could tell about you whether you trust people soon or you don't trust them at all. What we really fear is not the success but the fear of change. We are being born with unlimited potential. Life is not partial to anyone. Your handwriting can show that whether you're running away from your success, just shut it down, okay? Give a nudge from behind, push yourself, okay? And move forward. Hi everyone, I'm Indumathi. I'm a life coach. If any of you don't know who is a life coach is a person who will help you understand yourself better, your needs better, and form a great vision for yourself and take actionable steps to reach that vision. This is the role of a life coach. So, when I was into the journey of life coach, I just had one question. Okay, understanding your needs, that is what is important. But before that, understanding you is more important. That's what I found. So, who is that you? So, we all have our own definition about you, right? But if I ask someone else about you, they will have a different view altogether, right? So, there's always a difference in this you. So, how exactly to decipher this you? That's when I went into this beautiful graphology. Graphology is basically studying about your handwriting and knowing your personality through that. We all know that hand writes, but how come handwriting can tell so much about us? Because it's not hand which is writing, it is the brain which is writing through hands. So, this handwriting could tell a lot of things about ourselves, whether we are introvert, whether we are an extrovert, how do you express yourself, how much confident you are in front of others, how is your relationship with your spouse, whether you're a procrastinator. Acha? That's where I want to give one clarification. Okay, introvert into extrovert. There's nothing wrong to be an introvert. Okay, that's what I found during this journey. There's nothing wrong to be an introvert. Introvert is someone who enjoys their own company much more than others' company. Okay, that's the definition of an introvert. So there's nothing wrong about it. Their relationship with people is different. They might take some time to open up a conversation with someone. That doesn't make them anywhere lesser than others. So, this is where we need to have that understanding. It's perfectly fine to be an introvert. Still, you can communicate with people, still, you can express yourself with people. Handwriting could tell about you, and through graphotherapy, it is possible to improve your communication with others, how you're reaching out, even being an introvert. So that is also possible with graphotherapy. I'll come to that later. This handwriting analysis, it gives a whole range of information about your personality, even about how you think, like whether you're a slow learner or a fast learner, how you perceive information, whether you're analytical, whether you trust people soon or you don't trust them at all. All these information will be available in your handwriting. So when I got into this handwriting, I got to know people better. So when I talk with them, one-on-one session with them, when I say few things about them, just seeing their handwriting, they are just mind blown. Most of it, they themselves wouldn't have been aware of it. They sometimes they actually argue with me, like I'm not like this. I've never been like this. But the truth is that they are not aware to it. It's inside them. That's why it has come in their handwriting. I started interacting with people, right? They are very happy with wherever they are. They are very satisfied or contented. If you ask them, how's your life? How is it going? They just say, I'm happy wherever I am now. I'm feeling satisfied. I'm very contented. That's well and good. But I ask them one more question. How far you're living a fulfilled life? How far you're trying to reach your maximum potential? So when I ask these questions to them, they then open up telling that, okay, Indu, I wanted to do this, that. I had so many dreams, I had so many plans, but somehow that did not happen. And then I thought, okay, let me be happy wherever I am. So I got happy here, contented here, and satisfied. They tell to themselves a story that they are living a satisfying life. So this is what most of us are facing now. We feel that we are satisfied, but the truth is that inside, something inside us, which is not satisfied yet, which wants more. So what is stopping from us? Many of us would have experienced this also. Going towards the finishing lines, you would have put all your efforts. You have given your 100%. But as you approach the finishing line, you just think, okay, I've done so much. Let me take a U-turn. Let me go wherever I was, right? How many of you have done this in your life, with your life? So almost near. Why don't you hit that finishing line? Why don't you take that cup for yourself? Why we are not doing it? I think we all would have heard this word as fear for failure. But this is not fear for failure. You're going near, you are almost reaching the line, but you're not reaching there. Why? Fear for success. Most of us have fear for success. We don't want to succeed in life. Why? Because success brings lots of changes and it needs lots of efforts to sustain the success, yes, which most of us are not even aware of, actually. So, why is this fear of success coming? As I told, it's a fear of change. What we really fear is not the success, but the fear of change. When you attain that success, you have to make some changes in your lifestyle, right? You have to become accustomed to a different scenario. Now, what we are doing is we have become already comfortable wherever we are. We want to go on with our lives in the same space and same pace. So, we do not want to move further. So that's what is causing that fear. And for women, I say this is the culprit. So what women does is that we have our own constraints, right? We have our own limitations. What we perceive is that we have tried to rephrase these limitations as contentment. Okay, we just say that okay, I'm having a happy life, I'm having a chill life. It's good to be here, right? So that's what we tell. What we are basically doing is we are limiting ourselves. So this limitation has to be broken because each and every human in this earth, we are being born with unlimited potential. Even if you take these plants, right? So whatever amount of sunlight, water, or the nature of soil it is into, the seed goes into, it grows to its maximum potential. So how much ever it can grow, it grows. It doesn't limit its growth, right? But only we humans, though we have unlimited potential within us, we stop growing. We limit ourselves. We sabotage our growth. And the thing is, your handwriting tells about this. Your handwriting can show that whether you're running away from your success, whether you're limiting your success, you're limiting your potential. This information is available in your handwriting. People, they limit themselves and they don't want to reach that maximum potential. So what should you do? Whenever the thought comes to stop you, okay, to stop you from taking action, one thought will come. Why try? Anyways, this is not going to happen. Anyways, there is a limitation to where you can grow. These are all your mental thoughts. Okay, the self-talk that we do with ourselves. This is what you can achieve. This is what you can do. Better you become satisfied here at this level. At least you will be happy. You can tell to your friends, okay, than to be in that dissatisfied state. Okay, so whenever your mind starts to chatter like this, just shut it down. Give a nudge from behind. Push yourself, okay? And move forward. Take that step forward and see whatever life is having for you. Maybe you might become something you never imagined, but that will happen only when you actually try. Put that effort. Come out of your cocoon. Stop saying those old stories for yourself as I'm less talented or this is what I'm destined for. This is only how much I can achieve in my life. All these are stories about yourself that we ourselves tell, right? We all have a story about ourselves. If I ask you, you will tell a story. This is what me, this is how life happens to me. Like every time it's a struggle for me. Whenever I want to start something new, there will be a struggle. There will be obstacles coming in front. So these are the stories that we are telling to ourselves. Life is not partial to anyone. Life is equal. It's neutral, to be precise. Is very neutral. The only thing is if you are ready to take the effort, if you are ready to come out of your comfort zone and take that step, the life is very rewarding. And if you yourself will see in a different place. That's what I want to deliver today to make you aware of how fear of success is limiting you and your potential. I hope that helped you about how you have been looking at life, looking at your talents and your potential. I think some thoughts would have been kindled today. If that is so, then I've succeeded, I guess. Thank you and happy Women's Day once again.